Hello everybody, welcome to all of my new subscribers and to those who follow me on a regular basis, welcome. I'm so glad that you stopped by. Today I am doing a collaboration with Rach and Bella Crafts featuring a special guest designer, Angela Kerr, and it's called Summer Simples. And if you put in hashtag crafty summer simples, you'll see a lot of the videos that have come up before me and that will come up after me. Today is my turn. It is the 11th. And let's see. I know that I am on today, but I did find out this afternoon that Rach had an emergency. So I believe Jez is taking over for her, and that's Nijeza Creates, and I'll leave her information in the link below. Okay, so I won't go through the whole kit. I won't, take up all that time because I'm sure that you've all seen everything 10 times. There are hundreds of pages and ephemera, as you'll see. You'll see a lot of the ephemera in this video, but you won't see a lot of the pages. I do have a lot of the pages, but I'm not going to show like each and every one because it will take forever. And I don't want this to be long. I want it to be simple. So, what I'm going to do is, and I know it doesn't look simple, but it really is simple, so stay with me. This is how I make my like bits and pieces in ephemera. So anytime I get a kit, or if I don't have enough room in another one of these books that I've made, I'll make a new one. So I thought that I would make one with you and show you how this is put together, which is very, very simple. And that's the whole meaning behind it. So all you need is a book. And I'll show you some of the other ones that I've made. This one was out of a Reader's Digest. I didn't do anything special to it. It's very old. It's about 3 years old. I just lined the inside with some fabric and did it with cardstock. And at this time, I had some acetate, so I used acetate. And I'll show you what I use now. This one was made with file folder and some cracker boxes. And then I got this from the Graphic Fairies, the paper, and I just put a doily on it. And this I just made with file folders, as you can see. And I just keep all my bits and pieces in it. And when I need something, as you can see, I didn't even use all the pages yet. And when I need something, I just, go through and see what I have and pull it. So let's get started. And then I will show you little bits and pieces. The ephemera is beautiful. It's got, and the pages look the same. We have, little postcards and all kinds of different things. I'm so sorry. I knew I was going to start coughing. We have bigger postcards, florals. We have some, what do they call them? Polaroids, faux Polaroids. And these, I keep these little pieces in little baseball card holders like this. And so I can just, as I need them, take them out. I don't cut up my words until I start, until I need one. Except I did put these in there that are already cut up because I pulled those because I think I can possibly use them in my journal that I'm making with this kit. Okay, and in here is where I keep my bigger envelopes. Okay, so let's get started. So all you need is a book, and I got these books at the Dollar Tree. So don't spend a lot of money because you're going to take it apart and I thought that I'd show you how I do that. I pull it so that I can see down in there and make sure I don't, you know, I don't cut my spine. And I just go carefully and I go straight along this edge here, moving towards the paper. And then once I have that done, I'll show you the next step, which is very simple. And I have to be very careful because I see that that's glued pretty tight to the spine. I'm gonna pull this page over and cut where the page is, just so I don't cut my spine. And then what I do is I use the book block for, I glue the book block pages together for like ephemera and tags and things like that. So I'm going down carefully with my knife. I'm trying not to be too much in a hurry, because I don't want to cut that spine. That's why I'm going where the paper is as opposed to it's glued pretty tight there. And I don't want to cut it. Let me see if I can get my scissors in there and cut along it, because I don't want to cut the board. Let me see where I am here, guys. This one is really glued in. I'm trying to pull it away without cutting it. Just get in there where you see the book block and pull it away so it doesn't, you know, cut into the spine. And even if you do cut the spine, it's okay, you can fix it, but I'd rather not. It makes things a lot easier if you don't. There. I don't think I got it all, but we'll see. Yeah, I think I did. I'm going to just go in here. Yeah, I got it. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we got that side. We might have to trim that up a little bit, but boy, is that ever sticky. See? So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Oh, that's all right. Sometimes it's sticky, especially the dollar store ones. This would make a great, that is like, I don't know what kind of tape or glue that is. But I'm gonna go right along there, keeping away from my book as much as I can. And then I'll clean that up. There. Phew. Okay. So now you have a whole book block where you can make tags and what have you. And I'll be doing that in another video. Oops. Okay. Let me just get this off of my desk. And I'll show you the next step. So now we have to clean this up, which you can typically do with your scissors. Just kind of, wow, is that sticky? Every time I see these at the Dollar Tree, I get them because they're pink and I typically don't cover them, but for this one I did. And you don't have to keep, you know, when you're done with your project, you can put other things in it. You don't have to keep putting, you know, the same project in it. But this is a good way to get started and stay organized while you're doing, you know, your journals. I have a very small desk, but I do have a nice bookshelf, some shelving in my craft room, and I also have a closet. So I have many kinds of these books that I make. I even make them big enough to fit the papers in. I don't want to get too close. But that's about the toughest part we're going to have to do. And I'm doing this for those of you who have never taken a book block out of a book. There. Okay, that's it. Even this is sticky. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, that looks good. Now I want to reinforce this, so let me get my tape. I'm sorry, I meant to bring it over and I forgot. So I'm going to just take some masking tape. Oh, dear. And I'm going to put it right in the middle here. And that's my first step. Then I'm going to put a piece of cardstock in there. So I always put tape in first, and then I put my cardstock in. Because I feel like that, you know, kind of puts that glue back in there. And some of those books are, like I said, 3 and 4 years old. But I have something other than the, I have something that sticks now really well that I found on Amazon to keep your, you know, to make your little pockets. So that you don't have to use, you know, acetate or tracing paper or something like that. Even though the acetate does hold it. Okay, hold on one second. I am going to take one of these, and I think, let's see, I think that's about 1 inch. So I'm going to take 1 inch off of this. Oh dear. Ruler. And knife. I'm going to take about 1 inch off of this, maybe a little tiny bit more than 1 inch, so it fits right in there. And it doesn't need to be super, super sturdy because, oops, I don't think that's straight. It might be. But you do want to build this up a little bit. Oh, that fits nice. Good. So we're just going to, that's perfect. We're going to glue, that's so perfect it won't come out. We're going to glue that in so that we're bringing it, you know, back up to pretty much the height that it was. Okay. I'm just trying to kind of get that right under there so that my book closes good. I take a, well, I was going to take a little bit more off of there, but I think I'll just leave it. And I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. This is one of the background pages from Angela's kit. There's 2 kits. They're both 40% off on their website shops and their Ko-fi shop. And that information will be in the description box as well. There we go. I might put 2 pieces there. Or you could even put fabric there. I've done that before too. I put like linen fabric or lace. You can do whatever you'd like. And I think I'll go just a little bit wider. So that's what I'm going to do. Get my knife, my ruler. Cut a little bit of that off. I didn't cut it straight. Sometimes that happens to me. I get down to the bottom and for some reason I go off. There we go. Now I'm going to put some glue here. And that's plenty sturdy enough. And I'm going right sort of along this edge, as you can see. And that will give us plenty of, you know, bring it back up again. But not, you know, not too high because we don't want it up too high. I'm going to kind of push this. Let me get a paper towel. Just in case my glue comes out, which it likely will. There. And now I'm going to just close that and make sure I'm going to push this in here. Actually, I'll get my bone folder because I think I might have to glue that edge down. Because I didn't get enough under there. Let me get my little one. Not my little one, but I'm going to use this to kind of slide underneath here. I don't want this to be a real long video, but I wanted to show you the whole process. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. It's just my husband asking me if I was videoing. There. I think that came out. I'm not sure. Looks like it. And I hope my video, I was just going to say, I hope it's rolling. So I hope you're all enjoying the collaboration. I know that I am. I've gotten so many wonderful ideas from every single person I've watched so far. And this isn't coming out very good, which it's because I'm almost at the end of the bottle. I'm trying to use it up because I really like the Bailey Arts glue. And I don't want to open up a new Bailey Arts until I use this, because I'll be tempted to use the Bailey Arts and not use up this. Oh my goodness, come out. There's nothing, there's hardly anything. I'm gonna have to switch to this. I'm really sorry. But this dries fast. It's just a little bit neater. I am going to start coughing. Excuse me 1 minute. Oh dear. Thank you. Okay, that's seems good. I might grab my Bailey Arts. This is taking much longer than I thought it would, because I'm not really getting into there, and that really needs to be stuck down so it doesn't lift up. There we go. I'm sorry about that. So the next step that we're going to do is put in our papers, which I printed on cardstock, and I've already folded them. This stays there. This goes here. Where is my little template? I have a template. Oh dear. Where is it? Well, we'll do it without the template, because it was right here and now it's not. Okay, where are we? 24, good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is make sure my book's closing properly. Now, typically I'll leave this for a little while and make sure everything dries good, but for the sake of video, I'm not going to do that. And I chose papers that I love and that I can use over and over and over again in my, you know, for ephemera and things like that. So we're going to put in 4 pages. wish I could find my template. Hold on one second. I may have put it right here. I put these things over to the side. And I'm thinking maybe it got stuck to the edge of my book. That real sticky part, but no, it didn't. Oh, here it is. I have it. Yay. So I have a template that I'm using. And I just print these off. So, let's see. This page isn't going to go in. We're only putting 3 pages in. That goes someplace else. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to mark off where I'm putting these. Oh, phew. I need my awl and my thread, and I have my needle. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a clip and I'm going to clip this in to my spine just so that it stays where I need it to. And I have a self-healing mat, so I can go right through here with my awl and make my holes. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2. Once I make my little marks, I can make sure it went through. I know that it went through the other side because I can hear it, but, and 1, and 2, and 3. And I see them. So now I'm going to just make it a little bit bigger of a hole here so I can get my needle through easily. 2 and 3. And I'll do that with all of them, but it's easier for me to go this way. 1, 2. It's just a great way to stay organized. It keeps you from having to print, you know, a dozen things. Unless, of course, you want more envelopes or more tags or more something. Then, of course, you know, you'd print one more sheet. So let's see here. Where's my... Oh. This is my first one. Now what I do is I take it, I match it up like this. I have already cut my pages to size. So now I'm just going to take my pencil and I'm going to mark it here and here and here. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to punch it here and here. And I did use cardstock for this. And here. Isn't this beautiful paper? Oh my goodness, it's upside down. Yes. Make sure it's right side up. So now I'll take my thread 3 times the length. 1, 2, and 3. My needle and my scissors. This I used before. And I'm using waxed linen thread, but you can use anything. Doesn't want to go through. There we go. And I start in the middle, and then I go into the middle here, and then I make sure it's straight, and I'll clip it like so. Wait, yep. And I'll come through here, and then I'm going to go through here and just take a peek to see where the hole is on the other side. That hole might need to be made a little bit bigger, or I just need to push harder. And I'm just checking where my little hole is, like that. And then I'm gonna go all the way down to here. And find the hole and push it through. Now, if you have a book that you want to cover, then it's very easy to cover. My other book was an older one of these, so I did cover it because it was sitting in the store for a long time. These actually had jackets on them, so I was really pleased with that because I won't be covering them because they're pink and my craft room. Now you want to make sure that you pull this really tight and make sure it's tight along here as well, which it seems to be, and just pull it, and then left over right and right over left with a knot. And I'm just gonna put one more knot in for good measure. There. And then I'll just cut it and leave the string long for now. And then I can take this off, and that's my first page. And I'm only going to do 3 pages for this one because that's all I'll need. As you will see in a moment, I did put too many pages in my last one. So I think I'll use this color, the pink, because it's me. And I am going to do the same thing. I am going to line it up with my second hole. I'm going to take my pencil and 1, 2, and 3. Then I'm going to take my awl and 1 right on the spine, and 2, and 3. And then I'm going to erase my pencil. Not that it matters, it's on the outside, you're not going to see it, but now I need more thread. So 1, 2, and 3. And Rachel from Rachel Bella Crafts had posted about all of her items that she need. What should I do with them? I said, you should make an ephemera book. And then you should make things with them. So that's why I decided that I would do one of these for Rachel. So in the middle. And once I get it in the middle, I'm going to straighten it. And I am going to clip that to this one. Make sure they're both even with each other. And then I will clip it to the book here. And move this way. Make sure my tail isn't going to pull out. And then I'm going to go through my holes again, just like I did before. Sorry if my head was in the way. Try to find that little hole there. There we go. And be very, very careful when you come back up through here. You want to make sure you don't split this thread. And especially if you're using like embroidery floss, I'm just making sure that's pulled tight. And I'm going through here to make sure I'm not going to split into this thread. Because if you do, you'll really compromise it. And I'm just going to slide this needle underneath here so that it's on each side. How did I do that? It's okay. And then pull it tight and tie it. And one more, and then I'll show you how to place my little pockets in, which are fabulous. You can get them on Amazon and they're not expensive at all. Or you could use your acetate or, you know, whatever you decide. And my last one. And you can choose any papers you want. You don't have to use the same ones I do. Did I take that? I was wondering what was hindering that. So my pencil again, last one, and then I'll show you the pockets I'm talking about. They're fabulous. They stick right on, no problems. 2 and 3. I really can't see this one. There. I can see you now. One, 2, 3. And I always keep my templates. I have them for 3-hole, 4-hole, 3-hole and 4-hole, because I don't usually make more than 4 signatures in a journal. So I keep them with my templates. Oh, I need thread. Okay. And I'll keep these little pieces over here for my sewing jar in case I want to do some buttons or things like that. Okay, last one. 1, 2, and 3. And you know, with the Reader's Digest, they're so beautiful anyway. You could use those. Edith Holden books, really any kind of book. Even the Dollar Tree books, some of those are really pretty. You know, you can get them in all different colors, navy blue. I have a couple of lighter blue ones that are bigger so that I can keep my paper in them, as well as my envelopes and that sort of thing. So you don't really have to cover it. And just to make sure that this stays straight, I have to put a clip on it. There. I'm just trying to find my little hole there. It's easier. Let's see. There we go. And don't worry, I mean, that got a little bit too big, but that's not a problem. Well, it won't be in a minute, you'll see. I'm going to take this, just loosen it a little bit. I think that's why it tore. I had it kind of a little bit crooked. So leave that on that side. Come back through here, make sure I don't split that thread. Here we go. Because even the waxed linen thread, you can put your needle through it and, you know, split it. And I'll just take this off and put it back in my needle, my pin cushion, and take this off because I don't want to tear it. Just making sure that's tight. And everything looks tight. So, the last part is the next part, and we'll be done. Now, if you want to cover your book, you can. You don't have to. But there is, oh, I forgot, there is one more thing. If you wanted to do envelopes like I do, and how I keep my envelopes, what I do is I will take, this is a freebie from Angela, okay, and I will put it right here. And you can cover this if you want. If you don't want to put a place for like bigger items, you can cover this. For example, you could do an end paper here, okay, like this, and just glue it down. But this is what I'm going to do, so I don't really need the end paper. It would be like just doubling it. So I'm going to just bring this up a little bit here. Like that. And I have to turn it. Make sure I'm going the right way. No. That's the back. This is the front. There's one page. I like how that lace is in the middle on the paper. It looks pretty. 2. And let me cut this string a little bit. And 3. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I am going to make sure it's shorter than this page. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside. This is your book now. I'm going to do this last, or I'll just show you, because I think I'm running very late. Yeah, I'm 46 already. So there is your little ephemera book. And like I said, if you wanted to, you could cover this side, right? And all I have to do is slice that. And then you could cover this side, which I guess I can do for you because we have enough time. And then I can show you the other thing. So let me just cut this piece and I'll show you, for those of you who are new. I'm just going to see where my fold is. Make sure it's straight. And there. So then all you have to do is take this end paper, right, and fit it where you need to, and then we'll glue that down. This one can be different than my other one. Or maybe, well, I'm just going to glue this down because I'm going to leave this as a pocket. So I'm just going to glue this side down. I mean down to the bottom. And then I'll do the other side the same. So I'm going to glue this all the way down here, and this is going to be my pocket. Rather than how I was going to show you, I can show you the same thing doing it this way. So you could either glue this down and not have a pocket at all, or you'll see in a second what I'm going to do to make the pocket, because we have time. So there's one side. And this is very handy for larger items like your bigger envelopes, perhaps envelopes that you might make, ephemera that you don't want to, put in your book yet. So this is really handy to have. So I'll put one on that side and then one on this side, okay? And then I'll show you what to do next. Just want to move this up a little bit more. And if you want to cover it, like I said, you can measure it and cover it with whatever you want. Fabric, paper. But I am just gluing down there. And making sure it's straight. There we go. Oops. Now, I'll just leave that to dry and show you how I'm going to put my little pockets in for my ephemera. And all my little bits. So simple. There we go. Okay, so the last part is I've got a great ephemera book, right? And I might cover the spine with something. It says stay sweet, so I wouldn't really have to. I mean, that's not bad. but I probably will. That's going to be my pocket. Okay, so now I have these, right? They come on sheets like this, and they come on sheets like this. And I won't do the whole book. So I'll just give you an example. So what I do is I decide, you know, where I want things, where, you know, what size my items are and what have you. But basically, this is my first page. You can use this page as well. You can use both sides, or you can use one side. It doesn't really matter. But for now, I'm just going to use the one side. You take your pocket like this, and you don't want to get too close to the spine, and be very careful, because once you put it down, it's down. You can't lift it up or it will tear the paper. Okay? Now I know that I think I'll do, what did I do in this one? I think I did. Okay, I did 2 of the bigger pockets on this one, 2 of the bigger. On one of the pages I did, okay, so on this page I did 3 of the smaller ones. So I think I'll do 2 of the bigger ones on this page, and then I'll do 3 of the smaller ones on that page. But here it is right here. You just peel it off and make sure you're away from the spine so that you can close it and it's straight. You could make a pencil mark, you know, if that helps. But these are the 3.5, I forget what size because I have all different sizes. These are 3 by 5? 3.5 by 5. So these are 3.5 by 5. And then these are like smaller sizes for like, these are 3.5 by 2.5. So on this page, I think I'll do the 3 down like I did on the other one, because I always have like smaller words and things like that. So they just peel like this, and you just place it. I'm going to place it about here. And I'm going to use this for a different ephemera book, but obviously, I mean, I don't need to make, well, I could be using this kit all summer because I love it, but, and there. And you can use, you know, one of the bigger ones. You know, you can use one big one, you know, and then 2 small ones, however you want to do it. Is that going to fit? Yeah. Yes. And then you just put it down. And then I'll just show you very quickly. Now, I did cover my book. All I did was covered it, and there's a crease here. This is some lace by Angela. So I covered it to here, and then I covered it to here, and, you know, glued it obviously down, and then waited overnight, and then I put some lace on it the next day. So I'll just show you, like, my envelopes go in here, and there you see I just made a gusset right here, so I can get things in and out more easily. And that's what I'll do on this page and on this page. You'll see, you know, I'll have a gusset. So now I'll just for example, just to show you, you just take and put your pieces in like this, and that's it. And then for the smaller ones, you could do perhaps these. I'm just giving you examples. Okay, you could put a few there, like that. And then you could take one of your baseball card holders, and that could slide in here, okay? Or like this one with all different sentiments. These are from different kits of Angela's that I pulled just because I know that I can use them in this journal. You could put that in here, okay, and put something else in there. So that's it. That's all you do. And to make your pocket, you just simply take a paper. I won't put it in right now, but I'll show you. It's very simple. I'm going to take it and I'm going to fold it this way, and I'm going to fold it in thirds. Make sure it's even. One, and then fold it back like this. There's two. Now, because I did it this way, I'm going to put a piece of paper behind here just so that it's not white, because that's just me. You don't have to do it that way. But typically I'll fold it like I had that other one, but I wanted to show you how to put your end paper on if you needed to. There's two. I'm not folding this very even, but I'm just kind of showing you. And three, okay? And then you want to put it in so that it's this way. And then that will give you your room that you need. See, it will give you the room that you need, and it won't bulk up your journal at all. Like, I don't even need a closure on this, and I have a ton of more pages I can use in here, as you'll see. See the gussets on both sides. There's one there, and there's one there, but this one's folded. And then I have this page, this page, this page, this page, this page, this page, this page. Now watch. I still have this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides, plus another pocket that I'm going to put on that I can use. And that's only, what did I put in there? 4 sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one I only put in 3 because I knew I would never use 4. There's, you know what I mean? That's 1 page. That's 2 pages. That's 3, and that's 4. And in the other one, I think we did 3, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and that's the pocket. So, and I can still put, you know, more pockets on here with acetate or with my plastic pockets. It's fabulous. And now this can go right on my bookshelf, and I'm all set. I will obviously cover my strings, probably, you know, cover my strings with lace or fabric. I mean, I have some really pretty fabric that I was going to use on the other one. This is from Angela. So I'll probably use this to cover that and maybe go to here and put some lace. Okay? But I won't keep you and show you all of that because you don't need to see that. So that's it. That's how you make an ephemera holder. And like I said, in here I have like my bigger envelopes are in there, and I still have to put the other one on the back of that, which is this one. I haven't put this one on yet. And this was a freebie as well from Angela. And some of these pages are Rachel's and some are Angela's. I just don't remember. This one will go right here, like that. And still, it will close very nicely without, you know, any kind of a ribbon or tie. I mean, you could tie it if you wanted to, but you don't really have to. Okay? And I have every single piece of ephemera in little circles and, you know, tags, mini tags, the bigger tags. I haven't cut these out yet. I have the pockets here. There's tags here. I have every single little, everything is in this book. Every piece of ephemera from Rachel and from Angela's kits. So I hope you liked that video, and I hope I didn't go too long. And until next time, be well, be safe, be kind, and God bless. Love y'all. Bye.